Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Kaguya-sama, Love is War, First Kiss Owaranai, the second half, the 3 and 4 of the episodes. Kaguya has been shattered, as I've envisioned here artistically, into half a dozen pieces, the leader of which has been Ice Queen Kaguya. Always winter, but never Christmas. I just can't help but think of Jadis, the White Queen, the Ice Queen from Narnia, and just like winter everywhere, death for all, sweeties. Anyway, Kaguya is the Ice Queen right now, and that's a problem because we were making such good progress on the whole relationship thing, and now she's all closed off and moving away. But of course, that is to be expected when we've got these characters who don't really know who they are, or what they're doing, or how to engage in a relationship, or how to communicate with each other effectively. And, as we saw in the last episode, they are desperate to do so. Desperate to communicate and make contact and not ruin their own lives. And have a nice time and love each other. And in our final sequence, as Kaguya rushes forward to cradle the Prez's head as he falls over, she's just unable to admit the truth to his face. But we're heading in the right direction, I think. Kaguya needs to come to terms with herself and battle it out. Shirogane needs to figure out what hints mean and how to interpret them properly. It's difficult. We're in another stage of difficult communication, and you'd think that ironing everything out with a little kiss and a coherent statement of affection would do the trick, and it doesn't. The game is not over. It is very, very much still afoot, and there's plenty that the OP has teased and promised us that we haven't seen yet. So, there's tons and more to see here in Kaguya-sama. I want these characters to love each other. I want the characters to love each other. I'd like Shirogane to pick up on Kaguya's hints. I'd like him to get it. I'd like him to stop being so down on himself and to realize that despite her, gosh, how do I even put it? Really difficult wishy-washy bullshit. She really, really, really loves him, really wants him, and he needs to be able to take action with that confidence in his heart. The Christmas season is upon us. Love is in the air, along with the effervescent, ever-cloying smell of peppermint. The holidays are here, a time of reunions and families getting together, of community and sharing, of sweet things and sweeter conversations. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I want my characters to love each other. I want them to love each other. I want the characters to love each other. I want some insane Chica ramen stuff. And other than that, I'm happy to go. I like the way we've been talking with Shijo Maki and the other one. That other one. And sort of having both of our characters expressing the same desires in separate circumstances, totally unable to reconcile them with their own reluctances and difficulties and internal struggles. The number of obstacles that are in the way of our characters is immense. The percentage of those obstacles that are self-inflicted is almost complete, almost total. I'm looking forward to the moment when the Ice Queen shatters. Maybe it already happened. Maybe it happened on that sunset hillside next to the tree when Kaguya reaches out for the Prez. But she can't remain in that mode for very long. She can't let it show. She can't be honest. That's really sad. I look forward to the visual and thematic and emotional representation of that cracking. It's part of why I drew what I drew here. I drew this shattered Kaguya with her features all cracked in a mirror. But the idea that I had was like partly egg-like more than anything. That's why it's the shape that it is. It was like an egg made of ice. A big, solid, translucent, icy egg. And as the cracks form across it, the possibilities of a newly born, more confident, less Ice Queen-like Kaguya are there. and beautiful and very, very tantalizing. And so I want that to happen. I want that to happen. I want her to break out of her shell, literally, and I'd like that to be represented effectively in the animation. If that gets done, I'm going to be ecstatic. If the rest of it also is good, that's going to be great. That's going to be great. But this is, at present, the journey of two characters being able to admit their feelings to themselves and each other, but mostly to themselves. And mostly it's Kaguya. Because Shiragani's pretty clear at present. I mean, he's got it rough. He's confused and in turmoil and all this stuff, but he's pretty clear comparatively. He knows what he wants. And he's asked for it. And now he's playing the disastrously difficult game of trying to guess Kaguya's intentions and figure out what the hell is going on inside her skull. It's her time to figure it out. To go back to that little internal court and have the, well, at least the way I see it is, have the honest, straightforward, albeit childish and naive, little flower Kaguya take over a little bit. Because as dumb and childish and naive and silly and stupid as all of that is, it is true. It is truer than true. It isn't filtered through any expectations or any visions of maturity or any perspectives on self. It's just the truth. Unfiltered, unaltered, unadulterated. And that's what's needed here, is that simple, straightforward, stupid Baka Kaguya. Because she speaks the truth. I love the president. Goofy little monster that she is. She's honest, and that's what's needed here. Will we get there? I don't know. Let's watch and find out. So, I've got episode 3 of First Kiss wa Owaranai. Still using the anime time version. It's up and ready to go. 2 versions, picture-in-picture, in the description, timer on YouTube. PiP, I'd say early access, but there really won't be because this is the last Kaguya that exists for a while. PiP timer to count you down. Let's get into it. See, there's so much promise here. And none of it's happened. I feel like I've been lied to. No. You know one thing I'll say about Kaguya? Every season has had a solidly banger OP. That is high praise. That's what? That's 4 separate, solidly top-tier OPs? So, 3 days later, we're closing in on Kurisumasu. Oh! Oh, she's gonna think you're so hot. Oh, Kaicho's bento. Mmm. Classic. Mmm. Go, 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 go. The appropriate action to further her goals. Oh, so hunger. Wow. Oh, if only I had some sausages. Pachoing! Impossible. Ah! Oh, that one I see. Fuck. No! No. uh, Indeed! I doubt it. I've seen the fan service episode. Not much. You're doing fine, Chica. You're doing fine. You're doing great. So very close. Okay, so not this. Can't work. Oh, so hungry! Would you like some of this? No! Go away! That look. Just the stare. Kekko. What do I give her? Perhaps 1 grain of rice. Okay, bye. Yes, we're alone. Okay. Ah, so hungry. Oh, if only I had tasty bento. I have to be somebody else? Don't be somebody else. Motto. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, eat this. Ha! Uh. Ah! Ah! Woo! Oh, she. Oh. Anna. Ah! Oh, this is so kinky. Woo! Woo! Yeah, man. Nah. No interruptions, you motherfuckers. Wow. Oh, there's the ice. Is he about to pass out? Tell me he's about to pass out, motherfucker. If I'm myself, I end up hurting those around me. And Miyuki just had the if I'm myself, it'll never work out moment in his own mind, right? And so there we are, both of them thinking that their own true selves are not worthy. Perfect. And she blames herself for this, right? Well, you certainly got his heart rate going. Oh! Switch places with me? Oh, she doesn't want to be herself. Oh my gosh. Have to be different from the way that I am. Masks, masks, masks. No one's gonna like me, so I'll wear more masks. Hmm. Woof. Yeah. A lack of comprehension. Yeah, and an instilling of your own virtues on others. It's just like the Eno thing. Push, push, push. Push, push, push. And empty friendships to begin with. Classic. Porcupine Hedgehog's dilemma. Mm-hmm. Cold, cold, cold. And then damn Miyuki brings desire in. Breaks your simple facade. And yet. Why'd you have to reach in and wake me up? It's so great. Ooh, ho, ho. That's a start. Mmm. Hmm. All the masks are crying? That's great. It has to be both of you. It has to be both of you. It has to be both of you. Oh? Kiss you. That's bullshit. All of the yous are all aligned together, eh? All of them, huh? This has been excellent. This has been excellent so far. The facial expressions in particular are stunning. Do it. What? Huh? I don't fully get it. Yeah. Exhaustion. Ah! Fuck you. Fuck you, Doc. The quack is here. No, it's sleep deprivation for sleep deprivation. Alright, fair enough. just shoot me. Oh. Please just kill me. No, 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 just check me out the building. What the fuck kind of doctor are you? What is this? What the fuck? What? Who the? What are you? Super casual. Oh. It's important. So maybe I shouldn't listen to your advice at all. Yo, why are you bringing this up? Is he Tsubasa's? Fuck. Spill your guts to us. Yeah, but not to you. Are they just gonna sit there for an hour and wait? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, therapy, guys. Hmm. Whoa. Whoa. That is a layer we haven't had. So he blames himself for his mother's disappearance? Yeah. Oh my god! Hmm. That's a perspective. Hmm. But he can't because he doesn't believe it. Hmm. What do you mean compete? No. Ha. Hmm. And you began to win. Oh shit. Only through achievement, huh? Yeah. Yeah, hell yeah, man. A fake. You feel like you had to fake it. See, that's so funny. Who created the persona, you dingus? You have to be you to be able to lie. Like, got him. Got it. There we go. There we go. Much better than you, stupid doctor. Stupid fucking doctor. Yeah, thank you. Fucking real connection. Communicating the truth. Ahem. Shut the fuck up. Keko. Kapoo. Well, she's doing great. Shut the fuck up. Just stay quiet. She's doing great. Fuck off. Fucking assholes. Yes. Yeah. Nice. No! No! Go away. What, the depression? You saw the depression coming? Really, Dad. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate the support, Dad. Ah, yeah, this is expected. You're gonna be a depressed son of a bitch. Pat, pat, pat. Herthaka? Makes it so difficult to talk. What are you gonna do, Herthaka? Uh-oh. It's an LED. Fuck off. It's gonna work. She'll fold into it immediately. We'll just need to practice. Yeah. She's gonna end up making out with you, Ayasaka. You should be really careful. Oh, she's already in it. Is she using it? Yeah. It's not even though. It's a real. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Click. Yeah, no, she's real into it. Lately. This is amazing! I just can't talk to you. Click. Interesting. Yeah, it's so convincing. Click. This is so cute. This is the real deal, baby. Uh-oh. Which one is you? Yes. Of course they are. And that speaks to his masks. There we go. Finally. Yeah. The most connected thing between you is that you wear masks, you fools. It takes a farce, but they're able to be honest. Finally. More to uncover, huh? Maji desu ka? What a... Yes! Absolutely! A tragedy! A whole person! Yeah! Multiple whole people! Fucking weirdos, too! Yes! Good! Drop the mask! Click. By the way, Shinomiya loves you. That's pretty good. Where's the truth? Flamboyant. That's what you say when you have it all. When you're not afraid of showing yourself, and he still doesn't get it. Couldn't be. Different mask? More hard work. Creepy! Wow. No, 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 no. Ah, shit, man. Just a harder push. Fucking idiot. He's missed it. He's missed it. Okay. I'm a little scared. That whole interaction, communication, conversation with Hayasaka as a mediator was amazing. It was amazing. I'll let it play. Okay, the penultimate episode ends up a little bit scary at the end. We again push so close. The whole episode is on internal worlds. The whole episode is about the internal worlds of these characters and their ability to speak the truth, to even recognize within themselves their own truth. It's amazing. So, from our initial setup, he's exhausted. Bring everything back. These little cut-ins of the ice in the background are lovely. They're exactly the kind of stuff that I was talking about, where I was talking about wanting a visual representation of Kaguya shattering, of Kaguya's breakdown. And here we have the setup for it. It hasn't happened yet, because of course it hasn't happened yet. We have the setup for it, and I think it's great. The trying to get the food is very goofy. Continuously wondering, like, what is really going on here is very goofy, and the continued hinty thing is very funny. Kaguya pushing people away and them running as far and as fast away as they can. Lovely. And his deep seriousness. Man up more! Become more potent! More potent! More serious! Pressure, 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 pressure. When what he really needs is to relax. What he really needs is to chill out. And that's not where we end up by the end of the episode, for sure. This whole sequence is absolutely intense. Oh my god. It's very kinky, very intense, very close. And a perfect situation for demonstrating that our characters don't know how to deal with this. It's like an overload, an overwhelm, an explosion. Of course, we end up getting out of this one by having the Prez collapse and pass out, which fits the idea that this is too much for them. But for both of them, really, while Kaguya does jump into this mode, seems to know exactly what she's doing and what she wants, and be capable of pushing for it, Miyuki is not. The fact that if I'm myself, I end up hurting those around me is Kaguya's thought. Unable. I think that the visuals of Kaguya in this chair are lovely. Her hair a bit disheveled, a bit scattered, and in front of her face, her posture fallen, forward, slumped. No longer the Kaguya that we know. I think it's great. I think it's great. And so inside, in her internal world, she turns to the simple, childish Kaguya and says, please help. Please help. Because in the last portion that we watched, the Ice Queen took over. Stood up and said, no, this is my role. This is my realm. And now she finds herself unable to. What she wants and what she's capable of expressing are separate. Too far apart. I've had enough. I'll step back. People never like people like me. That's how it's always been, remember? It's why the masks are there in the first place. This person that I am is not likable. And so I have to fake it. So you take over. I'm done. I'm done. This depiction of the childhood trauma instilled into this little girl, turning her into this character, is amazing. There's a line a little bit later when she says, I wish that I hadn't been born with a personality like this, or something like it. And it's very interesting because it's unclear whether she was born with a personality like this. It seems much more likely that it was beaten into her. Right? And then she goes through her history and her past. And the times when she's expressed that person, that high standards, holding others to the same standard as herself, looking down on them, that type of person. She goes through, and of course she's got this long list of people that she's pushed away or crushed because of her seriousness and straightforwardness and pragmatism and directness and belief that others should be held to the same standard that she is. This is real stuff. This is real stuff for real people. Not understanding tact. Not understanding the differences between people. But being able to look back on it and realize that she's done something incorrect. Something went improperly. The people around me reacted in this negative way. I just wanted them to be better at doing the thing. Whenever I was at home, we would get pushed and pushed and pushed, and we were told and told and told that being pushed and pushed and pushed was the best way. So, why when I push others do they run away from me? Well, we actually had this conversation. We had it in a different context with Miko Ino, when she was trying to instill her ideals and perspectives on the school and codify them as law. Just because something works for you doesn't mean that it works for everyone. And just because you have a certain perspective doesn't mean that others do. And in this circumstance, it's more than that. It's that high-pressure child rearing, whether it's parenting or tutoring or whatever, high-pressure situations like that can be very effective. They can be very effective. They can produce successful students. Tiger Mom-style parenting. I just watched a debate on this by the author of that book, The Cry of the Tiger Mother. It can be very effective at producing very efficient, very focused, capable students, for example. Efficient individuals. But you lose something too. And it's not necessarily the best way to raise kids. But then what seems to so often happen is whatever expectations and punishments are placed upon a child, they place upon those around them. First, their peers, as we see in Kaguya. The expectations that are placed on me should be expectations that are placed on everyone. part of the reason that it's important to, when you're raising a child, to place reasonable expectations on them, the kinds that they will have to experience when they have to interact with and play with other kids, because they will put those expectations on other kids. For example, sharing. If you teach a kid to share really effectively, they will expect that other kids will share, and they will share with other kids. If you don't, then you don't. But if you teach them, like, hardcore bullying obedience, the likelihood that they become a hardcore bully and demand others kowtow to them and do what they say seems much higher. If you demand perfect performance, hyper-efficient, crane folding, the chances that they demand that of those around them seem to go up. But here it's Kaguya being nostalgic and wistful, and examining her past self and seeing all these people that she's pushed away, and she attributes it to something innate about herself. It's innately me. It's something about me. So though it was only out of pure goodwill that I said that, but I am taking it seriously. You just don't understand. You just don't know what it's like to not be able to do something. And so Kaguya sits on her throne, all these past moments weighing on her mind. These mistakes that she can't even fathom fixing or changing. I don't understand how that feels, so what am I supposed to do? They'd all desert me in tears, always looking down on me, unable to be with you. And there's falsehood to it. I'm only friends with you because my mother told me to be. Not to actually get to know you. So there's no need for genuine connection, right? Nobody's trying to genuinely connect to me. It's not as if I wanted to be born with this personality, and there's the line. So by distancing myself from others, I could avoid hurting anyone. It's Evangelion, it's the Hedgehog's dilemma. It's exactly the same. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. There are a couple of reasons that it doesn't work. I'll take a moment here because I think it's important. One reason that it doesn't work is because your active interaction with other people is contributive. It actually contributes to society as a whole, even if you're hurting others. Being a part of the interaction, I think, is important regardless. Second, and more importantly, if you are distanced from society, your social abilities and actual mental stability and psychological health all go down if you're distanced from others. So your ability to contribute meaningfully decreases as you're more separate from people. And it decreases over time. And if you ever try to get back into it or try to communicate with people again, it becomes more difficult to do so. Which is part of what Kaguya is dealing with here, is that she's had many years of that avoidance, and now she tries to communicate with somebody and finds that she can't, because she's broken now. Partly because of years of reinforcing that brokenness by running away from connection. Rough. So, not only does it make the experience of the people around you worse, because they could be benefiting from your even flailing, flubbing attempts at communication and connection. They could benefit from those. But also, your ability to communicate and connect doesn't get any better, and it would be much better if it did get better. And it will only get better if you actually do it. So by avoiding connections with other people, you just hamstring yourself and harm them. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And if you take it as a general principle, more people would do the same and do. And that means less communication, less contact, less socialization of individuals, less psychologically stable individuals, more psychologically unstable individuals who don't know how to socialize or contribute to a society at all. And that's a miserable, miserable state of existence. One where even if you are capable of communicating effectively, you're going to run into a larger and larger percentage of people who believe themselves unable to do so and will refuse to do so. It's a great way to have everything fall apart. And certainly from the individual perspective, if you are a normal person, which you are, and you need socialization, which you do, and your answer to that need and the torment and the turmoil that it gives you is to run away from it, you're just going to double down on your own loneliness and sadness and turmoil and torment and terror and horribleness. This doesn't work. Avoiding hurting people by avoiding people, bad. Bad, 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 bad. Double bad, triple bad. The more I tried to keep people at arm's length, the more hurtful I sounded. Right, because she's intentionally pushing people away. Shattered spikes. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. And so she ends up being meaner and meaner. The more hurtful I sounded, because the more hurtful you were. By this logic, it becomes a really good idea to keep people as far away from you as possible, because if they get any closer to you, you're just going to hurt them more. Right? Right. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. But of course, in Kaguya's circumstance, if the people who are getting near you aren't even getting near you because they genuinely want to communicate with you or be friends with you, they're doing it for ulterior motives because of your wealth or your family position or things like that. This makes perfect sense. And so the idea that Kaguya would be shattered by this kind of thing, would be a broken human being on the inside because of it, makes perfect sense. It's absolutely right. Which brings something else up. Our character's introspectiveness throughout this episode is amazing. Their focus on self and ability to actually genuinely piece apart what it is that they're doing wrong inside is great. It's great. Now they come up with the wrong answers for it, which is awful and very, very intense. But they are able to actually introspect over the course of these episodes, and it's really potent. Finally, I found peace in loneliness. Finally alone. And I convinced myself that this was right. This was the way to be. But then why did you have to break my fucking bubble? I had grown accustomed to hurting and rejecting others, and we have the facades walk past each other. Now wished to grow closer to someone. So we have their hands connect. They shatter into spikes of pain through each other, and she through him, and the ice behind shatters as well. Bingo. Lovely. She reaches out and can't. Every time I hurt this person, it pains my heart. We have this lovely interplay between her and Kaguya. Are you crying? No. And then the tears fall. No, I'm not. And then tears fall behind her. You're stupid, you know? Yeah. Now you're even trying to deceive yourself. And all of the masks are crying. And I think this is an excellent visual. All of the masks are crying. All the masks built to prevent you from showing your true emotions are all crying. You can't prevent it from leaking through. And this leads me into one of my final points. Whatever mask you put on, whatever lie it is that you wear, whatever facade or persona you place upon yourself, the truth is that that's an aspect of you, no matter what. As distant, as far, and as opposite from you as you think it might be, it's still you, always. The idea that humans are something, there's some true thing, and then layers of masks on top of that, and that if you were to take off enough masks, you'd get down to the nub, is false. It's a falsehood. We are all, first of all, not a coherent whole. We're a collective union of different personas, different micro-personalities and fragmented personalities. Hungry you, horny you, sleepy you, thoughtful you, all the different yous. They're all present all the time. No one of them is real. All of them are real, all together. Whatever you present yourself as is a coagulated mask of them. It's some mix match of what's underneath. And it's true, even insofar as it is a lie. The lie was born from you. It's born from your desires. It's born from your sense of self, your desired sense of self, what you'd like to be seen as. All of those things are still you. I run Dungeons and Dragons games. One of the core fascinating things about Dungeons and Dragons, to me, tabletop role-playing in general, is the act of putting on a persona, a falsehood, a fictional personality to play a character. With the exception of like pre-generated characters, always people generate their own characters. They write and create their own backstories, and they create their own characters. And always, whether they try to or not, whether they try to avoid it or not, no matter who those characters are, they are always a layered, altered, filtered aspect of the player. Always. Always. When my roommate made a character and he wanted to be a super cool, like, hot young elf paladin with long hair who's, like, got an oath of love and just wants to fuck all the girls, I nodded and wrote down what he was talking about as he unconsciously revealed his soul to me. By writing a character who he's not. A falsehood, a fiction that he could play in. And it's so much more real than any self-representation. If I had asked him, or if 1,000 times people had asked him, and he'd honestly striven and tried as hard as he could to write down honest, true things about himself, he would have come nowhere near making a person or a character or a representation that was anywhere close to the real person that I know. But in the fiction, in the falsehood, in the thing that is distant from him, I'm not that person at all. He wrote out the truth. The truest of truths. All the facades, all the fictional personas in the world, they all come from you. They're all angles, perspectives, aspects, filters, lenses. They're not lies, even when they're lies. They're truer than true, partly because you think they're not. And so Kaguya, Ice Queen Kaguya says, nobody could love me for the real me. And I say the masks are the real you. There's no distinction. There's no distinction. The action is the action is the action. The actions that you take are real, and they are indicative of your personality, of who you are. We had the exact same argument made by Miyuki during the flashback sequence with the president, much earlier in the previous season. What happened in that sequence? Kaguya jumped off the pier into the lake in order to rescue the flailing character, right? Pulls her out of the water. In Kaguya's mind, she goes, I was wearing a mask. What I've done is a lie. It's a falsehood, right? My actions here were self-interested, not altruistic. They were ultimately self-motivated because that person is a newspaper, blah, 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 blah. Power, right? Shirogane watches this, and his perspective is what? His perspective is, it doesn't matter why she did this. It doesn't matter who she is or what her motivation is. What matters is that she took action when action was called for. And I not only respect that, I'm obsessed with it. I'm really into it. Did it matter whether Kaguya was wearing a mask in that moment? Or did it matter that she physically jumped into the lake? It mattered that she jumped into the lake. At least to Miyuki, and I'd say to me as well. The mask is irrelevant. Hell, the mask just lets her play the role. In some sense, it's like Clark Kent and Superman, right? Okay. Superman is just a persona. Clark Kent can jump buildings and lift trains and fly, right? It's not that Superman is the one who can do that. It's that Clark Kent is. But only Superman ever does it. So, is Superman a lie? No, Clark Kent is the person who's powerful. They're one and the same. It's the same person, no matter what outfit they're wearing or what mask is on top. And Kaguya is the same way. Whether she's in her Superman persona where she's being a communicative human who's capable of interacting with people and being sociable, or not, she's a communicative human who's capable of interacting and being sociable. The fact that she can do so under the auspices of a lie doesn't mean that she can't do so. She can do so. She's capable of it. She's capable of empathy and emotion and connection and understanding others. She just does it under the auspices of a mask. She just believes that she can't do it while being honest. But the ability to turn empathy on doesn't mean that empathy doesn't exist. Although that is actually an interesting perspective, because I recently was informed that many psychopaths have the capacity to very, very capably turn empathy on, and that contributes to their superficial charm aspect of psychopathy, which is really interesting. The ability to turn on that empathetic perspective, but not having it on by default. That's not really what I'm talking about. I don't think Kaguya is a psychopath, actually. I think she's a shattered, confused human being who doesn't know how to put her parts back together and doesn't know how to be coherent. My argument is that she is actually coherent. That this struggle internally to figure out which mask is her or to remove all the masks is irrelevant. It's a framing device. You want to collapse the masks. They're all one mask. They're all one mask. And the mask is the underlying person, right? Like there's no separation between the skin of the mask and what's underneath. It's the same. You just flip it inside out. It's the same. The same goes for the Jungian idea of personae. And the Jungian idea of the shadow, the parts of you that you don't want to incorporate into yourself. You need to. And you do so not by recognizing them as separate, individuated elements of you, but by recognizing that they are all one contiguous, coherent, amalgamated part of you. That you're a stew. You're a bunch of things together, and the flavors all blend together. Anyway, I think this is really cool. I love that all the masks cry. It makes me really think. It's a cool visual depiction. Please switch with me. You can be kind to him, can't you? I won't. But he hates other people. He hates those who hurt others and are unkind. And me, I'm selfish and antagonistic. I fear other people. I'm a coward. I'm always hurting people, and I don't have a shred of kindness. I have to hide those parts of me. And so we have a depiction of their kiss, and she's the one wearing a mask. And he's pure, right? And we'll change that depiction in a moment. I have to hide those parts of me. The ugly person. This expression is lovely. Just gotta mention it because it's a standout. Boom. I just can't be sweet. I get it. I'm you after all. But you can't stop. Because your wish was to make the president kiss you. And they all come in and support her. If that part of us were to receive a kiss, surely we would die of happiness. All of us together. This lovely sequence. We have the little Kaguya reaching out. I think that moment, let me just jump to it. That right there. I really like that. I encourage you to find this, if you can. Not your little Kaguya, but your little you. Whoever that is. The stupid, childish part of you. The one that's still enamored with the world and joyous. And see if you can foster it a little bit and have it reach out to you. Clasp hands with it. Unite with it. Because it's a part of you. And, gosh, it's a terrible thing that so many of us quash and crush our naive childishness. Because that is one of the sources of great joy in the world. And we throw it away at our own peril. So the possibility is there, and the Ice Queen is removed from her throne and emerges once more here. The Quack Doctor appears. We get a very odd sequence. And away we go. All we can do is pray. I really like this interaction. What shall I do if he's seriously ill? And I think my initial response, and probably Hayasaka's, is he's probably not, Kage. It's fine. But that's not what you actually say here. Instead, she's capable and effective at comforting her. You'll just hope. Ah, lovesick. Fucking ridiculous. He's right, but fucking ridiculous. Just shoot me, yep. Just be more easygoing. Don't worry, I messed around super casual all the time. Also, you had a kid at 17. Yes, and so will he. Fuck. Too much pressure. Feel free to spill your guts. We just sit for an hour and wait. How long do we actually take? Yeah, it's about an hour. Okay, so a little bit. If I don't give it my all, I'm worthless. And finally, for what, as far as I remember, is the first time, we get our anchors. Our, like, deep traumatic past parenting stuff. Our anchor. Why is Miyuki the way he is? Well, tell me about your parents. My mother wanted me to go to the entrance exams, and then I failed. And then I failed again. And then my mom walked away from me. And then I felt that my mother was losing interest in me because I wasn't able to get into a good school. And then she left. I was sure she'd come get me someday, if only I got good enough grades. Oh! Ow! My soul! It's crushed. Yeah, so this makes sense. Sense of self-worth is wrapped up entirely in scholastic achievement. Right on the money. Right on the money. And then finally, she began to perceive me as an individual. Everyone began to become aware of me. Quite a massive social mask indeed. So it was the do-or-die me that kissed Shinomiya, and there's our representation on the other flip side. We flip it around, and he's the one wearing the mask, and she's the pure one. You know what it reminds me of? It's that silly little, it's like a meme story. You know, the boy wanders around, and he was blue, but he hides it underneath. Wanders around, wondering if there's anyone like me. The girl who's blue hides it underneath and wanders around, wondering if there's anyone like me. They both wander past each other and wonder if there's anyone like me, unable to see each other's blue skin. It's a lovely little story because it's exactly right, and it's exactly what's going on here. We hide our true selves because we're desperately afraid of being judged for them, but of being found unworthy. And the thing that connects us most strongly is that impulse to hide the truth, isn't it? One thing that Kaguya and Shirogane can easily connect on is that they both feel like people who can't be honest with others, especially each other. If only they could be honest about that, then maybe they could really see eye to eye. I have to create a persona who's nothing like me to become Shinomiya's equal. I have to go far enough to collapse once or twice. And it's the assistant who hits us with the real shit. Hey, wait! She's really freaking out here. She seems really worried. I find it quite stimulating to see a moment when a boy's vulnerabilities are exposed. It's the Gapu, a gung-ho kid in a moment of weakness. That's great. That's great. But I'm still too scared. So is she. And they listen in the whole time. Assholes. I have to tell him. And Kaguya half moon, half face. Eventually we communicate via a different kind of mask. And I think it's amazing. I think it's absolutely lovely that they get to communicate like this. But who's the real you? They all are. Why did I feel that sorrow? You won't show me all there is to you. There's something hidden. And neither will you. And so the two of them, both with masks on, kissed, but were unable to connect. So it would be too sad if we were to go forward into the future hiding halves of ourselves. And yet, gosh, how common a thing that is. How many people do you think engage in relationships or get married or have kids, terrified the whole time that their weaknesses and failures and vices and sins and bullshit are going to get revealed? How many relationships aren't founded on real communicative honesty, mutual understanding, openness? Oh, too many. So I like this. Because it's really easy to say, well, the characters are together, our job is done. But that's not the end of the job. A real connection, not just a connection. I want to show you all of me. And having done that, She pulls her own mask away. I want to tell you that I love all of you. And while Kaguya has had this revelation on her side, Shirogane has had one on the other. A relationship where you don't hide your soul. That's what you say when you have it all. What an easy perspective for someone who doesn't have to work. For someone like me, there's only one way to contend with someone like you. And so he's back to the grind with all the pages everywhere. Principles, rules, effort, labor, and work. Honesty? Pfft. Sincerity? Pfft. Effort. And so, just as we did when the Ice Queen reemerged as ruler of Kaguya's world, the self-sacrificing, pushing, pressured, intense Shirogane takes over again. And risks everything. What kind of Christmas plan will he come up with? Hopefully a good one. There's still tons of hope here. So, we're going to watch the next one and find out. Let me take a quick break and be back in a second for the last episode of The First Kiss That Never Ends. Which really has been exactly and entirely about that first kiss, hasn't it? About retroactively making sure that they meant it, you know? And I think if I were writing this, I'd bring it together to have another first kiss of some kind. And make it rhyme that way. Have them kiss on Christmas. And have it be, for the first time, an honest smooch. An honest smooch. With no masks. Let's see if we can achieve that. I'll see you in a second for the next one. Peace. Alright. Lasto. The endo da. I hope for good things for our characters. Let the masks fall. Let the tears flow. Look into each other's eyes. Say you love each other. All of each other. Bare your souls. Fuck. I look forward to this finale. Let's see how it goes. PiP timer. Well, apparently there was like cosplay chapter that just doesn't get adapted, which is sad. So that's why there are those elements there, and a bunch of things in the OP are apparently references to skip chapters and stuff. So it makes sense. We can even have the kiss be between Bakaguya and Bakshirogane, like kind of like what we get there at the end where the little ones push them forward. Yeah. I forgot about that little moment. That is super cute. It's reminiscent, the little Bakaguya reaching out to the main Kaguya. Yeah. Ooh, here it is. Uh-huh. Horrifying. Terrible. Disgusting. Just a little bit. What the hell? Where does Koyasu work? What the fuck was that? Did she work at like a premium top tier? It begins. Ah. Huh? San. And also the wrong culture. But it's great. Mmm. So it just became. We just convinced ourselves that this weird shit. Uh. All the plans are falling apart. All the plans are falling apart. Yep. It's Christmas. It's not even New Year's. That's like 6 days away. Oh my god. Super weird. Non-alcoholic. Where are we? Where is this? Oh my god. Yes. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Non-alcoholic. Right. Okay. Mega cute. All over the place. Exceptional cuteness. What the fuck is that? Oh no. Ravu Hotel. Where are you going? Where are you going, Shijomaki? Sweet. What is this? Eh? Let me just cheat really quickly. What? It'll corrupt the lots? I would never. That'll do it. Are we gonna white elephant this? Oh no. Look, if you ever want people to be really mad at each other, run a white elephant. What do you get for somebody who has everything? Awful. Awful. This could be so nice. Oh, great. Oh, that's cute. Very cool. Huh. He's stinky. Uh. Dogga. Yeah, it's all downhill from here. Bah! Oh, lovely. Oh no! She loves him! Oh god, she did rig it that way, didn't she? Yeah, a little bit. But nobody's gonna trade for it, so that's good. Uh-oh. It was rigged this way, right? Let it be something weird! It's a box of condoms. What? You? Normal? What? Oh, cause he wanted something bad. He just wanted a dumb gift. Whoa! Moeha! Moeha making moves. Kage, you need to learn something from that. Seriously. Is he out? He's outside? Yeah, okay. Can we talk? Can we have a moment? The moon is half. You bought a second present? Cause it's special? Rip it open right now. Dude. Dude. Aru. No, not a physical thing, you dingus. No, you dingus. Oh, you doingus. I mean, that's great. Yeah. What? Oh no. He's qualifying the shit out of it. Give it to me. Wakaranai. The moon. Oh. To attain enlightenment. Come on. Then I want to see it. Yeah. Right. You weren't part of that conversation. It's gonna rip. Ha! Ha ha! You monster. You monster. Dude, she's gonna kill you. You can't run from her. You know you can't. No matter what head start you get, she is after you, man. Holy shit. Unless this is a play off of the previous play. I want him to not! I don't care, I just want him. Battle! Gah! Ah! Incredibly! Don't you get it? This is a good play. This is a good play. This is a good play. Oh, she's serious. She's not playing. That's better. That's even better. Uh? But I suck at it. But I suck at it. The full moon. Out of the clouds. Man, I didn't think she'd be the one to say it all. She got it out. I think she figured it out, man. So do it, you dingus. Hmm. Fear of judgment. Of course. But you both are. Well, why not? Hmm. Hmm. Huh? But it's the vice versa is true too, right? She sees all the things that you think suck about you as things that she likes. That made me realize that it's the opposite. Fucking gifts of the magi. Fucking gifts of the magi style. They're both chopping off the parts of them that they Oh, it's lovely. It's not equal. God, just shut up! Just make out with me already, God! It's gonna rip. There it goes. It is pretty dumb. Of course she's great at it, though. Of course. I told you! I don't know! It's stupid! Yes! Yeah, that's it. That's the one. That's what you want. You want the laughter. That's it. Perfect. You made all this big deal about this silly thing. And that's the internal story as well. I see. You're embarrassed. So what about her gift? What about her gift, though? Is it good? Hold on. No! Seems like she's pleased because it's from you. Even if that it's stupid. God, just fuck already. God. Yes! No, it's ridiculous that you're acting like a child boy. This is what I want. Yeah! Connection. No, that was great. It was great. It was great. But connection. Masks off. Yeah. Trappings don't matter. Nothing I could do could ever be good enough for the amazing Shinomiya. Oh, maybe being normal is good. He's just going cyber psycho. Make out. 40 seconds. Yeah! No masks? No masks. Let's fucking go. No shiny lights. No balloons flying by. No bullshit. Fade to white. Are we done? We're halfway done. What the fuck? No, this is great. All the wiffle waffling beforehand sucked, but this is great. Top tier. Top tier. Let's go. Nice. Yeah, but it was real. And it was real, and there was no lie to it. It never ends, huh? Woo! Fiend! And there's still 10 minutes left somehow. Let's go. I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased. Very pleased. God, finally. Oh, it's so cold. Oh, this is pretty nice. Now what? But she loves your aiming high thing. Yeah, the passing out is a little much. Maybe. Hmm. Out of reach. Push. Like ball and cup. Okay. Certainly. Can't be stopped. Beautiful. Beautiful. Drop the bravado. Bring the line back. Lean on each other. Let's go. This has just been a slam dunk. A series of slam dunk lines. Who else? Even all of that. So instead of denying, instead of saying, but you're not an awful person, she just says yes. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey! Back to the team. Back to the group. Back to the normal stuff. And romantic. Ooh, this slow walk is nice. It's a really nice cup and ball toy. These are lovely. It would. So we switched the red chief for a white one, huh? Ah! And they're all as one, all together. Yeah, they're all me. That doesn't make them unreal. Aww. The whole break. Yes. Okay. What are you doing here? No, the music kicks in. Fuck off. Fuck off. Get out. Throw him out the air. Get out of here. Get out of here. Be gone. Oh, he really gets me. Oh, Take. Why are you in a school uniform? Stupid. Hmm? Hoi! Hoi! Are we listening to Shijomaki right now? Or are we listening to Koyasu? I think it's Koyasu. Ah. It's not always that easy. But yeah, I agree. Give love a shot. Whoa! What? What is this? What is this? How did this happen? What? What is this? Yo, they were in a hotel. Ishigami. It's a blessing to love someone so much that your brain turns into mush. Yeah, do it. Do it, you little weirdos. Yeah, you perverts. Drink that drink together. Ho ho. They're stealing kisses all over the place. Aww. Wait though. Wanted to say it in words. Hey, that was straight for anata ga. With all the participles and all the parts. Nothing missing from that statement. No ambiguity at all. Let's go. Yeah, it's a pretty wonderful thing. I'm into it. I'm sorry, what? And then it's all downhill from there. Great. Thanks, man. Fuck you. Fuck you. They've just been standing there for like 6 hours? Perfect. Stato? Ooh, new game Stato. And that takes us to the ED. Anatagaski. Aww. Ah, it's interminably cute. How lovely. How absolutely lovely. It hits all the beats. It raises interesting and difficult questions, and then it answers them. I'm happy. I'm happy. It's a romance anime that ends with a kiss and then keeps going. It's great. Anything at the end? Nope. And thus ends Kaguya-sama Love is War for now. That was good. It was good. these last two episodes were a knockout, I really think. I think that episode 3 of the 4 did an extraordinary job of delving into the struggles within these characters and presenting the first portions of the answer. And then this episode brings it all together. A little bit of goofiness, a little bit of connection, representing where everybody is during this this lovely holiday. The struggle of the handkerchief and wanting the gifts to go properly is fun, but it's once we get out here that things really kick into gear. An exchange of gifts, an unwillingness to show your true self, a fear of disillusioning your partner, of showing her something about yourself that won't work, that will somehow turn her off and push her away from you. An incredible number of really evocative backgrounds and sequences throughout the episode. It doesn't have to be perfect. I want to see all of it, all of you, to unmask you. So they chase each other, and it's a microcosm of their whole relationship as they chase each other back and forth, kind of push and pull. I knew it. The truth is, you really hate me. I want to see your true self. Doesn't everybody want the person they love to see their true self? And in that moment, he finally understands, oh, I don't want to keep secrets from the person I love. And he hears the person I love. And he realizes as she spills her own internal fear that you'll be pushed away by that selfish and disagreeable me. He realizes that none of that has ever happened. He's never been pushed away by that. He's always been enamored by her weak side as she sees it. But it's because I love you that I can't show you my weakness. And they have this back and forth where it's, I get what you're saying, but... No, I understand what you're saying, but I showed you mine, so you gotta show me yours. And he dismisses her disagreeable personality. I knew that. It was never a negative for me. What? Once I realized you were doing it because you didn't want to hurt anyone, I realized that that's sweet. So it doesn't equal mine because your weakness isn't actually weakness. Your weakness is strength. Mine's actually weakness. And of course she goes, wait. No. Yours is actually weakness. Mine's actually... Wait. Mine's actually weakness, so yours is actually... Oh. You may not think so. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I just want you. And it ends up being a dumb cup and ball toy. And she's great at it, of course. Because of course she is. And it's stupid. And he's freaked out. He doesn't know why he's done it. And it's dumb. And he feels like it's stupid. But of course she finds it charming. Of course she finds it charming. It's so like him. And so for the first time, in 4 seasons, essentially, our characters sit down and Kaguya reveals her honest truth. What do you get? A girl who has everything? Who's steeped in the extraordinary, the rich, and the fabulous? How about some normalcy? How about some genuine connection? How about a simple romantic relationship? How about it doesn't need to be on top of the Taj Mahal with balloons flying everywhere and fireworks exploding and space shuttles taking off and, ritual sacrifices going on all around and people flagellating themselves, and we don't need any of these trappings. All this shit is worthless. This is Kaguya Shinomiya, right? Like, she's had people throwing themselves at her feet since she was born. She's got literal servants. She doesn't need someone extraordinary or a crazy, over-romantic, bright, shiny relationship. She needs genuineness and for someone to see her for her. And so they sit together romantically, they hold hands romantically, they kiss ultra romantically without hiding any of ourselves. We accept one another. And the future is open to our characters. They discuss and wonder at their previous mistakes and recognize that if they hadn't acted in the ways that they have, they would have never ended up this way. It's their intention. Do we keep acting that way? Or do we change now that we've achieved this thing? And so the world, again, it's totally open to them, and the story can continue endlessly. We aimed high, both of us. Let's just remember that when it gets too hard, we can take a break and be with each other. We replace the red bandana with a white one. And it's not the gift that he gives her, it's the one that he accidentally gives her that's really the valued present, isn't it? What a great representation. The thing that he agonizes over is the cup and ball toy that he thinks is silly, but it's the foundation, it's the pillow, the thing that it rests on, the fabric, that ends up being symbolic and representative of a change in her. That's so good. That's so good. So she ties her hair up in white this time, which is also reminiscent of a Western bridal veil, to me at least. And off we go into date nights and Ishigami and Koyasu in a bed? Okay. And our characters get romance flying off into the future. There's no knowing if true love is real, but if you try for it, there's a chance. With all the goofiness and all of the silliness, our characters come together, speak their truths to one another, look into each other's eyes, and with no mask, with no lies, with only love and acceptance, their lips touch again, and their hearts are intertwined. Love might be war, but at least we've got an armistice. At least we've got an armistice, baby. That's a treaty. That's a treaty right there. Woohoo! This was great. Could have ended at the end of last season. Could end right here. It doesn't end right here. There's plenty more, I think, which is crazy. I don't know if they're ever going to make more anime. No idea. I don't know what I'm going to watch in the future of the Tuesday slot. No idea. But this has been Kaguya-sama. It's been a blast, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you next time for more things. There will be a poll going up. I don't know what's going to be on it. We will probably stick with the idea of Teehee Tuesday as comedy-focused shows. Let me know if you've got any recommendations, and I'll see what we end up doing. Check out the Patreon linked in the description, and I will see you next time for more funny shows. Much love. I hope that your romantic endeavors go wonderfully, and your personal life, just in general, the whole life thing. Push hard for what you want, but don't break. And take breaks when you need to. Much love. This is great romance. I'm so proud of our characters. I don't know if we'll ever see them again in an animated format, but it's been very fun to see them so far. I hope you've enjoyed it as well, and I hope to see you next time for something different. Thanks for joining me on this journey. I'll see you around. Peace.